Hello guys, welcome back to another Robert Does Fishing vlog. I hope we're all doing well. Thanks very much for joining me once again on the river. So today guys, you join me from what's probably going to be my last roll of the dice to get a salmon in the net for the 2024 season. I'm on the River Aire today, but this time I'm in the sort of upper reaches in the river, near the village of Muirkirk. So the water's looking fantastic today. There's been a bit of a rise in the past few days that's kind of tailing off and dropping off now. And the water, yeah, it looks at a really good height, the water today. So this is actually my first time fishing up here, despite me growing up not too far from here, just down the road in Mauchline, and you'll have seen from my previous videos I normally fish down there. So yeah, I thought we'd get a wee day ticket for the Muirkirk water today guys. There's been a few fish off it recently. So yeah, and it's you can probably tell from behind me we're in the upper reaches of the river. It's a lot narrower, and but what's good about up here is there's a lot less trees round about. It's more kind of open moorland, so less chances of the fly getting snagged in trees, hopefully anyway. Like I say, I've never been here before, so yeah, I've just parked up guys. I've got kitted up, and yeah, we're just going to work our way down here. There's another parking spot that's further downstream with some wider water that I'll probably try and tackle after lunch, but for now I'm just going to start roughly where I parked the car and work my way down and see what pools look fishable. So yeah guys, like I always say, if this is your first time coming across the channel and you like this type of content, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I release future content. But for now guys, I'll quickly go over my setup for today and then we'll get in the water and have a few casts. Alright guys, here's the setup for today. So like I say, it's a lot narrower up here and the water's not that big, I don't think, for this area. So I've just got my 11 foot switch rod with me today, and yeah, that's just again, that's a Shakespeare Oracle, the older generation. That's an 11-foot switch rod, and that's for a 7 and 8 weight. My reel is just my usual Danielson reel guys. That's the L5W in the 8 to 12 size. I've just got a spare spool for it, and I've loaded that up with just an integrated switch line. I remember round about the time I was buying this, I was actually looking for one of the Gale Force or Barrio switch lines, but I couldn't get one at the time, so I just went for this wee one from John Norris. Now I think that's the switch line in the 7 and 8 weight from John Norris, and it's actually really good. You can get away with a few spey casts, depending on what size and weight of fly that you're throwing, but it's also good for overhead casting as well. On a wee river like this, and especially down at Mauchline as well, I like having that versatility to switch between spey casting or double-handed casting if I need to, and just overhead casting. So that's quite good. So that wee line's been really good so far. So yeah guys, on the end of the line I've got a 5-foot airflow salmon poly leader, and we're starting with an intermediate today. And see how we go on with that. I might change that if there's some deeper parts of the water. And the fly choice for today, if I can get that out, we're going to start off with the wee red flamethrower guys in a single. That's a size 8, so hopefully that'll interest a few fish today. Nice bright red colour, wee bit of gold in it, hot head, and yeah, just a single hook guys in a size 8. So yeah, that's what we'll start with today guys. We'll see if we need to change that throughout the course of the day, then we'll maybe change the tip or the fly. But yeah, that's what we'll start off with just now guys. So let's get in the water, have a few casts and see if there's anything about. Alright guys, let's just have a few casts in this pool. It's just not far from where I just crossed that bridge over there that you can see. And just walked up a wee bit, so yeah, I'm going to work my way down here. See if there's anything hanging about. Water's a great height. Nice colour as well. I was worried when I was coming down the road there that it might be a bit coloured, but actually looks great. Quite high bankings here. I just need to watch if it's if there's fish about. They might spot me. I'm maybe better getting in the water. So I've got a lower profile and don't cast as much of a shadow or a silhouette. It's still a wee bit windy. I think it's to get about like 20 miles an hour the day or something like that. Or maybe gusts up to that. I suppose that's one of the disadvantages of being out in sort of open moorland as well, is that you're more exposed to the wind. There should be some fish up here. I mean, we're getting towards the end of the season now, so I imagine there should be fish up here. What kind of numbers, I'm not sure, but this looks like a nice pool as well. So you can see right, I mean it narrows right down at the neck of the pool there. You would think there must be some fish. Must be some fish lying in here. I just wonder if we'll see any today. It's been very rare this year that I've seen a fish showing on the river here. I've heard a couple, you know, up behind me when I've been fishing, but I don't think I could count on one hand the amount of times I've seen fish actually showing. You know, jumping or splashing about. Maybe just been my timings, maybe just not there at the right place in the right time, which is often the case with me in the river here. Always hitting it when it's too big or too mucky, or not getting there in time for the right conditions. But I tell you what, that's one thing I've sort of recognised, is that I'm often guilty of waiting for the perfect conditions, and sometimes it doesn't work in my favour at all. Sometimes I just need to, you know, get out and try, rather than, you know, constantly looking at the river levels, or like I say, waiting for what I think's those perfect conditions. Quite often there's fish caught in less than ideal conditions. So maybe that's a lesson for next year, is just to get out and try. See how the fly looks in the water. Oh aye, nice and bright. The jungle cockeyes are showing up just fine. Maybe there's something under the bridge, I know. Salmon love sitting under a bridge. That's a nice looking pool as well, and it feels just with the landscape, guys, the kind of open landscape and the wee river. It's dare I say it, it's kind of giving me Icelandic vibes. Yeah, this flow kind of peters out here. Yeah, parts some movement in the fly. It looks like a big deep hole. This part, I don't know whether to stick something heavier on, or maybe a sun ray to work my way down the corner there, or whether I should just pot her down and see if there's any other sort of decent looking pools a wee bit further down where I can swing the wee flamethrower. It's 10:30, I suppose. I'll make my way further down a wee bit. See what's... I'll make my way down there and see. It looks as if the river kind of snakes round at the bottom of those old... I don't know if they're old bings or... But we'll make our way down there, guys, and see if there's any other sort of pools down the corner there that's worth swinging the flamethrower through. I suppose that's the problem with fishing. Somewhere you don't know very well, rather. It doesn't have like a gilly or anything like that. Like I don't really know where all the likely lies are up here, or where the fish might be. I'm just fishing any bit of water that looks fishable to swing a fly through at the moment. But I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Looks as though there might be a hut. Looks as though there might be like some sort of fishing hut down here, so just round the corner. So maybe that's where one of the likely lies are. Committees normally build huts where people are going to be, so stuck in some reeds or something. Ah, come on. Might be a lost fly. Feels like it was on tight. Aye. Bugger. Oh dear. Alright guys, I need to get rigged up again. And get another bit of nylon on and a fly, and we'll see how we go for there. Alright guys, we're tackled back up. I'll try and avoid that bit where I get stuck. I think it was on those bloody reeds, submerged reeds over there, so I'll just need to watch what I'm doing, maybe now shorten my cast a wee bit, but same leader and all that. I've just got a wee small red double on now, just with red holographic body and a bit of jungle cock, kind of similar to the flamethrower that I had on earlier. I've got some other flamethrowers in my in my box as well, like kind of red and yellow ones, and similar. I mean, exact same one's the one that I just lost there. So, but we'll see how we got on with the wee red double. I just need to watch for those submerged reeds going forward. This looks like the kind of meetings pool. So this is the River Aire that I've been fishing down, and the water that's coming in there is the Greenock water, which I think starts just up in South Lanarkshire. So we'll have a wee cast in here, see if there's anything about. Don't know where I'm gonna get crossed right enough to get back over to the other side. Now that hut that I thought was in this corner is actually on the other side. I mean, it does go down the bend there, so there is a bridge further down. There is a swinging bridge further down that I had a look at earlier on, coming up at a bit called Limmerhaugh. But I know that on the other side of the water I can walk back up easier, because that's the River Aire way at the other side of the water there. So I just don't know if there's anywhere I'll be able to get crossed down there before I hit the bridge at Limmerhaugh. We'll see. But even if I need to go down all the way to the bridge, I don't think it's. I don't know how far it is. I don't think it's that far. But it might feel like a long time in walking across this kind of terrain on the left bank down there. Yeah, I actually don't know the history behind the Greenock water. I don't know why it's. I'm not sure why it's called that. It's not really anywhere near Greenock, but I'm sure there's some reason for it. Not a lot of leaves up here in the water, which is good. That just reminded me when I saw one there. The wind is pretty relentless, but I'm not complaining. It's not bad. It could be a hell of a lot worse. That's for sure. It would be encouraging to maybe see a fish. But we all know that just because they're not showing or you can't see them, it certainly doesn't mean that they're there. They're not there, rather. Right, we'll have a wee cast in here, guys. There's a stile there where I can cross over, keep going down, but might as well have a cast here and see if there's anything lurking. Here we go. Oh, don't tell me it's off. Ah, it's off. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no. I keep dropping fish. That was sitting right at the tail there. Oh dear. Dearie me. I wonder if there's one or two sitting there, and if there's another one that might oblige as well. Oh, that's annoying. Bloody hell. Nah, I think I've had it. I think I've had it with that spot there. Right, I think what we'll do is, we'll see if we can get crossed there and jump over to the other side, walk back up to the car for some lunch, and then I think we will jump down to Limmerhaugh in the bridge, jump down to Limmerhaugh bridge and then have a cast round a bit there, and then if we feel like it we might pop back up to where I started. If there's you know, if there's already people down there and if there's limited places to fish, we might jump up the top again and work down a few pools with maybe like a sunray or something like that. But that's a bugger, I lost that fish there. Never mind, that's the way it goes sometimes, guys. So yep, I'll be back on the water after we've had a bite to eat. We've had something to eat and I've just jumped in the car there. We're just up at the kind of pools near the swinging bridge that you can see in the foreground there at Limmerhaugh. It's just down the road from where I was, but we'll see if there's anything. I want to play ball down here. Oh, that was a pool there. It might have been a wee trout. It was a good fish there. That's the first fish we've seen today. Which is encouraging. Maybe it wasn't a trout. There's every chance it might have been that fish, and then the fish jumped because it disturbed it maybe. Another fish down there. There must be a few in here then. Another fish under that tree. Wonder if that's one we can maybe tempt. Maybe the same fish that was saw jumping earlier. Alright guys, that'll have to do us for today, and that probably concludes my salmon season for 2024. So it's a wee bit of a disappointing one in terms of numbers. I had a few fish lost over the course of the season, but listen, we had 2 or 3 to the bank, so at least we had something, so who can complain? There was new experiences, new people that we met, and some new places fished along the way, so yeah, like I said, we can't really complain. But yeah, listen guys, I just want to thank each and every one of you that have engaged with the channel over the past season, for all the views, all the comments, all the questions. It really has been great engaging with you all that take the time to watch the channel, so I just want to say a massive thanks. You'll probably see me 1 or 2 more times this year guys. We might be out for some grayling or maybe even some stillwater rainbow trout fishing, just to scratch that itch should we get it in the lead up to Christmas. But yeah, like I say guys, I just want to thank each and every one of you for watching the channel over the trout and salmon season this year. Tight lines, we'll see you again soon. Cheers now, bye bye.